And here's another explanation of consciousness from the book. That's the third quote. The assumption is that consciousness is something tangible and separate from who you are. Consciousness is not tangible. It's not separate from who you are. Consciousness is not something out there which you go to when you need it. Consciousness is who you are. Consciousness is what you are. If you believe yourself to be tangible, then consciousness is as tangible as you are. There are not different parts of consciousness. People refer with some hint of expertise to the lower self, the unconscious, the higher self, the subconscious. All of these describe the same nothingness. These distinctions are artificial. They are not distinctions. The only distinction is that people like to fragment their understanding because it gives them something to hold on to. The fragmentation is a symbol of the division of mankind. It has nothing to do with consciousness or how it is constructed. In fact, consciousness is not constructed. It just is. Yes, there are people who find it infuriating when we say that anything just is. They want to allay their fears. They want definitions and recipes. They want to hold onto something concrete. They want to comfort themselves. As we explained, consciousness is not divisible in different states or boxes or labels. The divisions came with mankind, and as the awareness grew over millennia, the divisions became embedded. However, because it's there doesn't mean that is how it is. We are rapidly moving into a state where the divisions will be removed, and consciousness will flow freely as it was always meant to be. We will make people aware of the divisions and remove them. This will shake some paradigms, because there is an embedded belief that different labels are required for something that is not even something, it just is. The earth, as you know, is also in a state of decline. This is a natural decline. Yes, it's being enhanced by human action, but that also just is. You've guessed that the decline of the earth is part of a natural cycle, as is everything else. The reason why consciousness needs to be understood is to open the way for people to return to their natural state of consciousness. They will need to have this awareness so that they can complete the remaining part of their journey on earth. Our role is to prepare people to allow a completely free flow of consciousness without any fear or expectation. Only when consciousness flows freely will love abound. This ends the third quote. Consciousness is not just part of eternal life. It's a very real part of our existence in this dimension. Here's a fourth quote to clarify that. Consciousness is a web, and people are the connecting points in this web. You are wondering about the consciousness with no physical bodies. Yes, that's there as well. We are using people as a connecting point because we are giving you this information so that you can spread it to those who are ready to receive. For the moment, use the model where people are the anchors in a web of consciousness. Some anchors are stronger than others. No matter how tenuous the anchor is, even if it is there on the flimsiest of connections, it's there. That is the entire purpose of the human existence, to make each anchor stronger. Consciousness is there all the time. Awareness is there as much as the person allows their awareness. This is the end of the fourth quote. Then why do we need to have a human experience when we are consciousness, which is all there is? The book provides an answer to that as well. Here's the fifth quote. Through experiences, you accumulate love and wisdom. You retain this love and wisdom at soul level, and you also integrate it into every cell of your body, after working through guilt about the past and fear of the future. You already know everything there ever has been and ever will be. Your incarnation is all about getting the experience and being reminded of the wisdom that you already have. This ends the fifth quote. So the bottom line is that there are no levels of consciousness. There's consciousness, and you either have an awareness of your consciousness or you don't.